They're also saying Trump's VP has been selected, and he's going to be in attendance Thursday night. Well, Vivek Ramaswamy said, hey, I'm going to be at the debate Thursday night. I don't have a list of who I was going to be there, but Vivek is the big name. Trump was in Ohio late last week. A lot of people think he was there because that's Vivek's home state. A lot of people think he was there to offer him the VP slot, which is, let's be honest, that's really what Vivek was campaigning for. Vivek knew he wasn't going to be president. He was running to say, okay, you know what, if something happens to Trump health-wise or he drops out because of legal cases, the MAGA vote's probably going to come to me. But he was positioning himself for either a VP slot or a spot on the cabinet. That's what he was doing. Let's call it what it is. Vivek was trying to position himself for some job at Trump's cabinet that he could then springboard maybe into 2028, 2032 and run for president again. Because I tell you what, the guy I like him. I do. I was back and forth on him. I didn't know if I trusted him. You've got the world. There's certainly some baggage, right? You've got the World Economic Forum connection. You've got the ties to Pfizer and the COVID vaccines and stuff like that. And I've always said you got to be skeptical of somebody who comes out of nowhere saying everything you want to hear. But I like this guy because the establishment seems to be terrified of him. And we'll see if Trump does win and Vivek does wind up being the VP. We'll see. We'll watch his actions closely there. Because he's Donald Trump with a little bit more of a libertarian streak to him, but he's also younger and a whole lot better spoken. If Trump would cut the fat out of a lot of the speeches and a lot physically on himself as well, on his body, you would and double down on the tanning beds. You would essentially get Vivek. That's because Vivek is a well-spoken younger Trump. And that's why the establishment's so scared of him. I mean, this guy's what, in his early 40s? Well, let me Google it. I want to make sure I got it. He's 38 years old. 38 years old. He'll be 39 in August. The establishment doesn't like Trump because he threatens the power structure. But let's be honest. Trump's got what, 10, maybe 15 years? They're going to have to deal with this Vivek Ramaswamy guy for the next 40. That's why they don't like him. That's why he's so scary to them. And they can't play the white supremacist card either because he's a Hindu Indian. Now, I don't know how well that'll work in a Republican primary where you got to win a lot of deep red conservative voters in the South. But nonetheless, right now, they're terrified of this guy because they don't know how to attack him. He is extremely well-spoken. This guy could come out and say 2 + 2 = 5 and win a debate. That's how well-spoken he is. He's Trump without the baggage, a whole lot better spoken, and a whole lot younger. That's why they're so scared of Vivek. So we'll see. If he's really the VP, I think the angle you're going for here, because there's a couple different angles. He could have done the unity ticket with somebody like Nikki Haley. He could have done the or Ron DeSantis, somebody like that, someone more moderate, more establishment Republican. He could have done the ticket that would target independent voters, which would be someone like Tulsi Gabbard, someone like Tim Scott. He could have done the stay the hell out of my way and shut up ticket, which is what he did with Mike Pence in 2016, with somebody like Doug Burgum, or probably Tim Scott too. But it seems like he's taken this heir to the throne ticket with Vivek, which I would prefer Vivek to one of Trump's kids, because it seems like Trump's going to try to play kingmaker going forward, and I would much rather have Vivek than Don Jr. No offense to him. That's just my opinion. So this looks like he's playing kingmaker, and I also think another incentive. I mean, go back and watch the clips of the Republican debates. Vivek destroyed Nikki Haley on Ukraine. Destroyed Nikki Haley. He said, name 3 cities in the country you want to send American kids off to fight a war in. And she didn't say one. She couldn't name one. And that wasn't just I'm not even going to give you the time of day. Because if she could name 3, she would have spouted them off right there. Because that would have been a fantastic clip for her social media team to blast everywhere and take him down and flip it on him. But she couldn't name a single city. And I'll tell you what, Nikki Haley, Chris Christie, Mike Pence, the people, Ron DeSantis, the people that he humiliated on a regular basis on the Republican Party debate stage are all a hell of a lot more polished than Kamala Harris. The VPs get one debate typically. He is going to go up there and embarrass that woman. Embarrass that woman. And make her look awful. If you remember back, and don't tell me that doesn't matter, because it does affect it in the law. It does affect how the election goes. If you remember back in 2012, Mitt Romney picked Paul Ryan to be the VP, and everyone's like, oh, Paul Ryan, he's this up-and-coming star from a swing state. This is a great pick. Good-looking guy, well-spoken. He's in good shape, right? And young guy, young guy. And he went to debate Biden. And this was before, dementia had taken Biden's mind, right? And if you really want to look back at the turning point of that debate, because Romney won that election, because Romney won that first debate, dominated Obama. You saw poll shift toward Romney after that. And if you remember, Romney wound up getting dog-walked. The turning point in that election was when Biden went on and beat Paul Ryan bloody. Biden was that tricky old politician. Kamala Harris ain't Joe Biden, circa 2012. She's not. That woman is an idiot. She's not a slick-talking used car salesman or woman, or they, them, like Biden was back in 2012. Vivek will pulverize Kamala Harris, and that could be a tipping point, especially if Biden's only willing to do one more debate. So if he goes out there and gets beaten by Trump, or Trump dominates him, or Biden has a bunch of senior moments, or it's clear that he's tripping out on drugs, he's only going to get one more chance to redeem himself. And then it's going to be up to Vivek and Kamala, and that will be like watching. That'll be like watching Gennady Golovkin fight a middle school kid. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.